Hi, my name is Brandon. I'm back for another chapter. This time for BizLaw 2, I'm going to do Chapter 9, which is Internet Law, Social Media, and Privacy. So first, Chapter 9 talks about Internet Law. With this, talks about the big part of Internet is spam with emails. Like they gave a figure that like 75% of emails were spam. So in 2003, they passed something called CAN-SPAM. Congress did. But so this it prohibits certain types of emails, unsolicited emails, just mostly those that have like false information. Otherwise, it permits most unsolicited emails, except for those that have false information. Another part of internet law is domain names. Like with every website, it has a domain name. So the TLD, which is top level down, is what's right at the comma or right at the period. It's like .edu, .com, .gov, .org. Those are top level down, and then top level domain, and then second level domain is whatever is left of the period, and all these are distributed by a nonprofit organization called ICANN. So they do this to just make sure everything's in line, and then they had like a new top level down domain for more like official use. It's more expensive, so like I think they gave an example like Google bought it and use it. It's for like I would say like more verified websites or like more verified brands to use. And then another thing with internet security, internet law is cyber squatting. So this deals with registering the domain name that is the same as or similar as another. It's protected by Anti-Cyber Squatting Consumer Protection Act, ACPA, and then it also protects against typo squatting. So this is registering a name with misspelling a popular brand. Then another part of Chapter 9 talks about copyrights and digital information. We talked about copyright I think in one of the previous chapters. So that's just like downloading info without authorization. The Digital Millennium Copyright Act, the DMCA, is passed by Congress. It protects but provides protection on fair use to fit the needs of libraries, universities, and etc. And then there's a case in point on 9.6 where Stephanie Lenz posted a short YouTube video of her toddler son singing and dancing to a Prince song, Let's Go Crazy, in the background. And then Universal Music Group sent YouTube a takedown notice. Then the YouTube removed the video and notified Lenz of allegations of copyright infringements. And then Lenz filed a lawsuit against the UMGA, accusing her of infringement constituting material misrepresentation fraud because UMG knew that Lenz video was fair use of the song, and then the U.S. Court of Appeals allowed Lenz to pursue nominal damages from UMG for sending the notice without considering whether her use was fair use. And then there is also part of the copyright is a file sharing technology. This deals with mostly pirating stuff, like or like downloading mass quantities of information, like they did music with MP3s or like pirated movies. And it said in here that I think there was like the case in point 9.7 where somebody downloaded a number of copyrighted songs and then was charged with like $750 per infringement work. So this is pretty serious stuff. You can't do any copyright or illegal downloading. Next part was the social media. So this social media has grown quite a bit throughout our lifetime, and is used for investigations, reduced settlement agreements. For example, example 9.9, this lady sued for injuries. She got her damages and then but then the jurors saw tweets and photographs of her partying, and then they reduced her her final reward, by like $100,000. So it can social media, what you post on social media can affect how much you get per for your settlement. Then there's also like employers have social media policies, what you can and cannot post. So that deals with social media. And then there's two more parts: online defamation. This deals with cyber torts. There's an example on this. So there's a singer-songwriter who was sued for defamation based on remarks she posted about a fashion design blogger on Twitter. She claimed that her statements were of opinion and therefore were not actionable as defamation. Nevertheless, she ended up paying like $430,000. It settled the case out of court. So I guess they're definitely cracking down on what you can and cannot say, what you should and should not do online. And then privacy. This deals a lot with privacy with social media, what with Facebook and Google, what they can and cannot do with your information. Can they use your information for other stuff? Can they lie? There is a example 9.21, where Facebook once used targeted advertising technique called sponsored stories. An ad would display a Facebook friend's name and profile picture along with the statement that the friend likes the company sponsored the advertisement. A group of plaintiffs filed suit claiming that Facebook had used their pictures for advertising without permission. So when the federal court refused to dismiss the case, Facebook agreed to settlement. This was a big problem lately, again with Google or Facebook or any social media platform with using your information without your consent. So internet law and social media and privacy are definitely a big topic, and legislators or governments or agencies are definitely trying to crack down on what should and should not be done.